At this jaw-dropping moment, the two impulsively embraced and kissed, but they had no idea that just when the kiss peaked, Sarah suddenly popped back in. Oh no, if this gets filmed, we're in big trouble. Zara, oh my god, Zara, are you okay? Honey, talk to me. 911. Hey Zara, sweetie, Zara, can you hear me? Name the movie I won a Teen Choice Award for. I think she's fine. You, that guy's skin is gross. Get him away from me. This is way too close. I can't handle it. Seeing their daughter like this, they rushed her to the hospital, but Sarah wouldn't stop lecturing about their happy actions, saying, "You two are unbelievable." The two, however, started flaunting the relationship. Hey, I told you something was going on. Look at him, look at her. This made Sarah feel like she was on fire, but Chris is definitely not the kind of man to trust. Your age difference is like my history class. Layla didn't know how to explain. Considering her husband had passed ages ago, she's just an ordinary mom. Bye, Sarah said rudely. This suddenly feels like one of those tragic movie couples. After leaving, Chris proposed a great plan to bring Sarah back as a production assistant. She refused. "I won't let your mum's affair affect me." As if I didn't try. But Chris said, "I'm not here to flirt with your mum." Sarah instantly retorted, "I don't need your celebrity romance. That's derogatory. Okay, I'm a movie star. You should know what she and I have." Chris explained he was there to promote Sarah, unrelated to her mom. Sarah reluctantly agreed, but insisted, "Stop everything with my mom." "Relationship with my mother? That's a joke, just must stop." "Okay, got it. Never again." Chris agreed, but his mind was a whole different story. The next day, Chris sent Layla a date invitation, and her heart soared. But she was a nervous wreck trying to find something to wear. Little did she know, her admiration for Chris soared. Night fell as she arrived in a black gown. She didn't expect Chris to have booked the city's classiest restaurant, making her feel a bit overwhelmed. But she couldn't accept Chris' kindness, the age gap, social status, and Sarah's disapproval made it difficult. So Layla calmly told Chris, "We can't let this mistake happen again. My daughter won't like it." Sharp-witted Chris instantly felt down. He could talk to any woman before, but now he felt like an awkward teenager, tongue-tied and anxious. But fate won't separate those who appreciate each other. They chatted about life's troubles, work adventures, and childhood dreams. Layla got to know Chris better, seeing the hidden side behind his glitz and glam, like two hearts slowly drawing near. Amidst the atmosphere, Chris took Layla to her workplace, where stars twinkled and moonlight danced, creating a dreamy backdrop. At this moment, Chris was no longer the big star in the limelight, and Layla wasn't just an ordinary single mom. They shared all pretenses, acting like carefree lovers, playfully joking at the film set, and the seeds of love quietly sprouted. However, Layla felt Chris still didn't understand her. Tomorrow morning, he'll still be an international superstar. How could I ever be worthy of a dazzling man like him? She thought to herself, words nagging at her heart. But Chris keenly sensed Layla's inner emotions and quoted her poems, instantly stirring something deep within her. Little did she know, Chris had been secretly admiring her work, and she felt an unprecedented thrill, unable to suppress her emotions any longer. However, reason made her stick to her limits, or I'd get hurt, and don't pursue it as love. It's not what you imagine. I can take the sweetness of being with you, but I can also bear the pain of losing you. I will never put myself in a passive position. Yet when she finally got home, she couldn't shake off the bliss until she saw her daughter waiting for her. She couldn't tell her daughter what just happened, so she made up an excuse, but that guilty expression didn't fool her daughter Sarah. The next day, she took the chance to tease Chris while translating, and ended up leaving him utterly confused. She unexpectedly rambled on to him, saying, "The director actually wants me to depict the fallen soldier as the very woman I once betrayed. It's absolutely tailor-made for my role." This situation left Chris feeling utterly baffled and utterly clueless. But Sarah didn't let up, insisting that a cold shower would totally boost work efficiency. She literally tossed Chris into cold water and couldn't help but grin at his shivering state, feeling triumphant. Yet none of this stopped Chris and her mom's romance, like hidden flowers quietly blooming in a corner. On a secluded island, they felt the sea breeze and heard each other's secrets in the sunset, free in body and soul. Time flies. Love feels like a dream. Though we've seen what love looks like, it leaves regrets for the rest of our lives. Chris and Layla's relationship is about to change dramatically. One day, Sarah suddenly realized her mother's bed was full of gowns, making Sarah realize what was up. She ditched her friend's date and rushed to Chris' charity gala tonight. Sure enough, she discovered her mother gazing lovingly at Chris, making Layla look like a child caught in wrongdoing. Layla explained to her daughter, but deceived Sarah didn't want to listen and grew agitated. Desperate, Layla took her to a secluded corner. Honey, since your father left, I haven't felt that spark again until Chris came along. However, these words pierced Sarah's heart. What on earth is going on? I just can't believe you. You can't compare to Dad. That's my father. Stop it. Did he ever love you or not?